What's up, guys? It's your boy Giovanni, the G35 fam, back at it again with another video on the channel. So like always, guys, if this is your first time tuning into the channel, do me a favor, subscribe right down below the video. Free subscription, you get some great G35 content. And while you're at it, go ahead and put that thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. And like always, make sure y'all share the video and hit that notification bell. That way y'all get notified when I upload a video. That being said, guys, so for today's video, I'm going to be doing some customizing to my halos on my taillights. If y'all want to go ahead and do this modification as far as the halo install, I do have 2 videos out there on a step-by-step process on what I did. So if y'all want to check those out, I'll leave a card right here or in the description so y'all can go ahead and do this modification. Now, the reason why I thought I would customize my halos is on the driver's side, my halos went out, so I got to open them up and replace them. But I just thought it'd be a good time to do some customizing. So I've seen this mod as far on the Q50s, so I'm hoping it comes out looking good as far as on the G35 sedan, like my body style. If not, I'll remove it and just rock with the halos. But everybody right now is doing the whole halo tail lights, the GTR look, which isn't a bad thing. I like the way it looks, but for the most part I want to do something a little bit different. And if this comes out looking good, well then y'all got some ideas on what y'all can do to your G35 if y'all want to go this route. But we're gonna see how it turns out. But like always, guys, been talking too much, so let's get the video started. Alright, guys, so the first thing y'all want to do just before you start opening up taillights and all that is make sure your halos are working. Now, the reason why I like these are because it's a plug and play and it's real simple. You just hardwire it and all that. But that being said, yeah, I'm gonna just double check and make sure these lights work before I go ahead and install anything. Now, if y'all want to know what size halos these are, I believe these are 90 mm, so 90 millimeter, I guess you can say. And these fit perfectly on the tail light for the G35 sedan. Alright, guys, so like I had mentioned, I'm rocking the JDM style tail lights. They're not that bad looking. I actually like the way they look, but I kind of like rocking the halos instead. So being that, like I said, I already customized it, I already took off the lens. So all I gotta do now is just remove these 4 Phillips screws. You got one right there, one right there, one right there, and one right here. That way I can remove this piece from the front, this front plastic piece, and it'll be able to remove everything and expose all the wiring. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now, and then we'll go to the next step. Alright, guys, so now comes the next step. As you can see, I removed what I needed to expose all the wiring. Now, the reason why I like these halos, one, the price is a good price. And they are pretty bright for the price. Yes, it's a hit or miss when it comes to the product, but I like these because they have a plug and play, so it's real simple to install. Like I had mentioned, I already customized the holes because these holes are not here. So like I said, I'll put a link in the description if you want to go ahead and do this route and do this customizing halos install. But for the time being, all I do is just tie into this circuit board. So all I got to do, like I mentioned, there's clips right here that remove this whole plastic piece and gives me access to what I need, because there's a Phillips screw on this circuit board that I need to get access to, and that's where I tie in my my main wire. So alright, guys, got the halos removed, and like I mentioned, once you turn it around, there's a Phillips screw right here that you're going to remove, and then you'll be able to pop this off right here to get access to the control board. You just got 2 little clips, one right here and one right here, and you're able to wiggle that out just like that. Let's see. Okay, and then as you can see, that's where you make the connection. So right here, guys, if you do, I know you can tell I have my black and my red to define my negative and positive, but on this little circuit board it does show you the positive and negative if it focuses. right there. So these two right here on this circuit board is what you're going to tie into. So I'm going to take these off, and then I'm going to pretty much resplice everything, kind of like what I did right here. Use some shrink wrap, and then go ahead and put everything together. So I'm going to do that right now, put everything back together, and then we'll go to the next step, guys. Alright guys, so before I install these halos, as you can see, they have these little tabs. So what I'm going to do is break them off. That's what I did on the last one. And then I just use double-sided tape to stick them on there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Just thought I'd show you that. And then we're going to go to the next step. Alright guys, so now I have the halos kind of just mocked up, because I didn't really push them down. The reason for that being is because I'm going to take them off. I'm just trying to get like a visual, because I am going to go according to this line. So what I'm going to do, I have just a zip tie. You can probably use like maybe like a piece of paper or whatever it is. So what I'm going to do is pretty much kind of go parallel with that line, and then with my Sharpie I'm gonna make a line, right? So once I do that, I'll put some painter's tape, or some tape, just to give it that straight look. And then what I'm gonna do is remove it like this, right? Because I'll have my line. And then I was kind of using this as a template, but I'm gonna put it right here, and then being that I have that line, use a piece of cardboard or whatever, and go right up to the line that I made, and then paint it. And then yeah, it should give me that line. Alright guys, so spray painted the top of the halo. No turning back. I mean, once I already painted it, that's it. We'll see how it turns out. But as you can see, I have the tape. Hopefully it's a straight line. Once this is done drying, I'm going to go ahead and put the halos back on the tail light and try to line up with this line right here for the turn signal. Try to line it all up. Once I have my right spot that I'm trying to get, I'll push it down, because I have the double-sided tape already. Push it down so that way it's secure. Then I'll feed the wires through the back, and then tie them into these plug and play right here connections, and then put this piece back on, and then kind of give it a little mock-up to see what it looks like before I go ahead and seal everything off. But yeah, let me let this dry for a little bit, and then we'll go to the next step. So guys, I ended up putting like maybe 2 or 3 layers of the matted black, just so that way no light shines through. But I did come across something, and I'm glad I saw this before I put the lens and put everything back together. So if you can notice, the tail light has like these reflectors right here, so it kind of gives off a reflection and shines light. So what I'm gonna have to do before I put these where I want them, I'm gonna have to paint these black, so that way the whole tail light is black, and the only thing that shows is the halo. So guys, this pretty much concludes the video. I'm just letting this sit and dry. As you can see, I painted the reflector black, so that way the only thing that pops out is the halos. So I already put the lens on this tail light, so that's pretty much what it looks like when everything's all put together. So yeah, I'm just gonna let this one dry, and then once it's done, I'll put the lens on, and then we can put it on the car and see what it finally looks like. But like always guys, that pretty much concludes this video. If y'all enjoyed the content, do me a favor, please put that thumbs up, share the video if you enjoyed it, and like always, make sure y'all subscribe if y'all haven't already. That being said guys, it's your boy Giovanni. Y'all stay safe out there. Peace.